León is the most populous city in the Mexican state of Guanajuato. In the 2020 survey, it was reported that 1.7 million people lived in the city, making it the fourth most populous municipality in Mexico. León is part of the macro region of Bayo within the central Mexican plateau. In the León area, there are 10 distinct archaeological zones dating from the pre-classic Mesoamerican period. Most of these are identified with the Chupicuaro culture. By the classic period, the area was under Teotihuacan and Toltec influence. In the 13th century, the Chichimeca, mostly of the Guamar and Guachichil subgroups, overran the area, migrating from an area of what is now San Luis Potosi. They remained through the colonial period. In 1530, Nuño Beltrán de Guzmán arrived with allied Tarasco Indians to the area, naming it Nuestra Señora. Homesteads were granted by the governor of Nueva Galicia, Francisco Vázquez de Coronado, to the Spaniards Rodrigo de Vázquez and Juan de Hasso. Farming and cattle raising were introduced here around 1546 by the Spaniards, but these settlers were under constant threat by the Chichimeca, who recognized the Spanish as invaders. These settlers requested assistance from viceregal authorities in Mexico City. As a response, Viceroy Martin Enriquez de Almanza ordered the founding of a city here, with the name of León in 1575. To carry out the order, Juan Bautista de Orozco founded the village of León on the 20th of January 1576, creating its first town council and laying out its initial streets. In 1580, it attained the rank of Alcaldía Mayor, meaning it has governing authority of much of the land in smaller towns surrounding it, from the Sierra de Comanja to the Lerma River. For example, two other towns founded in the area were San Miguel and Coacillo. In San Miguel, the Spanish settled the Atomi people, and in Coacillo were settled the Purepecha and the Chichimeca, that did not oppose Spanish rule. The Jesuits arrived to León in 1731, founding the Compañía Vieja, which is now the site of the Temple of the Immaculate. They also constructed the Temple of the New Company, which would become the cathedral. However, they never finished it as they were expelled from Mexico in 1767. On the 2nd of July 1732 arrived an image of our Most Holy Mother of Light. She would later be declared the patron saint of the city in 1849. The population suffered from epidemics in 1643, droughts in 1630, and 1712 to 1714, famines in 1714 and 1786, and flooding in 1637, 1749, 1762, and 1803. Independent forces under José Rafael de Iriarte arrived to the town on the 4th of October 1810. However, 2 months later, Royalist forces under Félix Calleja retook the locality, with insurrectionist sympathizers facing reprisals. About 2,000 insurgents on horses attacked the town but were repulsed by Count Pérez Galvez. Royalist forces were attacked here in 1817 by Francisco Javier Mina without success. The town remained in Loyalist hands until the end of the Mexican War of Independence, when Agustín de Iturbide arrived. The town did not celebrate its first Grito de Dolores to mark independence until 1825. In 1827, it became one of the 4 departments of the newly created state of Guanajuato, and in 1830 it gained its city status. During La Reforma War, The city changed hands various times between the liberal and conservative forces between 1858 and 1860. The most notable battle of that war here was when General Jose Iniesta attacked the town on the 18th of February, 1859. In that same year, León even separated for a time from the rest of the state of Guanajuato. From 1863 to 1866, the French occupied León during the French intervention, with Emperor Maximilien visiting the city in 1864. His arrival was much celebrated here with fireworks and a hot air balloon exhibition put on by the Alemán brothers. However, when liberal forces finally had permanent control over the town, two incidents occurred. On the 30th of September 1867, Colonel Cecilio Delgado Estrada ordered his men to shoot over the heads of people who prayed in the streets, causing some to be wounded. Another incident of this type occurred in 1877. The second was more permanent. The liberals decommissioned the convent and College of Saints Peter's and Paul, converting it into offices for city government. It remains such to this day. On the 2nd of January 1946, a mob gathered in the plaza in front of the municipal palace to protest the elections seen as illegitimate. These protesters were fired upon, killing many. This plaza has been named the Plaza of the Martyrs in their honor. Today, León has a strong leather industry, offering shoes, boots, belts, jackets, and other leather accessories to national and international markets. The leather industry earned its inhabitants the nickname of Green Belly, Panza Verde in Spanish, because of the green tainting of the workers' bodies resulting from treating leather. Its first-class services and hotel industry make it an important commercial center in Mexico, with numerous options for entertainment, gastronomy, leisure, activities, arts, and recreation. It is also considered one of the most environmentally friendly cities in Mexico and has a high number of cyclists, in part because of an integrated network of bike lanes into the SIT system. In March of 2012, it received an award as City Water Champion, mainly due to the great progress in the areas of sanitation, wastewater reuse, and energy cogeneration from biogas. So I hope you've enjoyed this tour in history of the city of León. Definitely a city that I feel is worth visiting in this part of Mexico, as well as quite a few other cities and towns that are worth visiting that I've also made videos of. The videos that I'm putting out right now are made with footage of when I bicycled through Mexico 4 years ago. I'll be making 2 or so more of these videos, and then we'll be headed to a different country for the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, I've got many more videos of Mexico. There's some links to some playlists of when I bicycled through Mexico 4 years ago, as well as my most recent trip traveling through eastern Mexico. You can find the links to those playlists in the description for this video. That time I bicycled through Mexico was part of a larger trip bicycling through Latin America. I've also bicycled through Eastern Africa and Central and Eastern Europe. And I have playlists for all those countries that I've traveled through available on this very same YouTube channel, Hum of the Earth. Alternatively, if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I've been and all the things that I got to see and do, I have that interactive map available over at my website, followthehumoftheearth.com. Where you can click on the different locations and see the various blog posts and videos that I've made of those places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures, you can do so by clicking on the red subscribe button and clicking on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.